From the Sunmark Federal Credit Union Content Studio, this is the Sunmark 360 with Glen Stacey.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Sunmark Content Studio and the Sunmark 360. I'm Glen Stacey. June 15th through the 17th, 1,500 athletes and coaches from across the state will participate in the 2018 Special Olympics State Summer Games. It's going to feature competitions in track and field, aquatics, basketball, bowling, powerlifting, gymnastics, tennis, and volleyball. Siena College will host the athletes along with Hudson Valley Community College, world-class gymnastics in Latham, and the North Colony Central School District will also serve as a host site. The Healthy Athletes program, which will be appearing at the Summer Games this year, has been developed to improve athletes' health and fitness, leading to better sports experiences and improved well-being. It's part of the Special Olympics Healthy Communities program, which supports athletes' health, fitness, and quality of life. And Dr. Gary Goldstein is with us to share a little more about the program. Dr. Goldstein, thank you very much for joining us on the Sunmark 360. It's good to see you today.
Thank you.
So before we get into how you're involved with the Special Olympics and the Summer Games, why don't you tell us just a little bit about your background and what you do?
Well, I'm an endodontist. That's a root canal specialist. And I've been practicing since 1978. Mm-hmm. And at one point in my career, there was an opportunity to get involved in trying to improve overall dental care for people with disabilities at the state level. And I seized that opportunity because how often do you have a chance to affect so many people? I mean, in the dental office, you do one procedure person by person, but this has had a chance to have an impact to close the disparities in health care between people with special needs and the general population.
And right away, I can see there's a passion, for helping people. And the Special Olympics is a perfect organization to try to bring that passion out and encourage others to be a part of the organization.
Absolutely. I had not been involved with Special Olympics until about 3 or 4 years ago. And once I attended an event and I saw the energy levels and I saw how we can interact with the athletes and how we can help them to understand a little more about dentistry so they're less fearful when they come to the dental office. We can educate them about their daily oral health. I realized how important that impact would be.
Yeah. And what would you say to other practitioners? This Healthy Communities program is something that the Special Olympics has really taken on full force, and there's always a need for others to volunteer and be a part of it. What would you say to other practitioners that might be have that passion that you had, but they don't really know how to extend that?
Sure. You'll be giving some of your time. You'll be spending a Saturday at an event. But once you go there and you see the opening ceremonies and you see how you can impact through your interactions with people in your community at these various Special Smiles programs, you'll be sucked in. There'll be no turning back, and you'll want to come as often as possible.
And we hear that about the Special Olympics and about volunteering, that once you experience the entire community, it's something that you just want to continue to be a part of.
That's absolutely correct. It's important to work with people in your community to help them understand that the dentists are not to be feared. There's somebody that is out there to help you. It humanizes you in your position. When you go to Special Olympics, you'll meet patients and families that you've seen in another context, and it's just so wonderful.
Has there been, one highlight since you've been working with the Special Olympics that kind of comes to mind, one moment that just was like, oh, that was just an amazing moment?
I think what affects me most is when I see former patients or patients that have been to my office at the games, and I see them in an athletic competition. And I realize that it's not about them being disabled, it's what they're able to do. It's the ability of people. These athletes are performing tasks that I cannot perform. And it's just wonderful to see, and it's wonderful to see how everybody gets excited.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing your story about why you volunteer. And the Special Olympics Summer Games are coming up soon. They're actually coming up here in the Capital Region in the middle of June. So we hope you are part of the Special Olympics. They are looking for volunteers, so you can go to their website, which is right here below, and you can volunteer right now and be a part of the opening ceremonies or some of the events that will encompass the weekend of the Special Olympics here in the Capital Region, again coming up later in June. So that's it from the Sunmark Content Studio. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the Sunmark 360. Don't forget to follow Sunmark and the Sunmark 360 on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.